specialist at Crown Worldwide Movers. So she is a certified QuickBooks Online Pro Advisor. She is proud graduate of TBSA Batch 13. She collaborate with few fellow online bookkeepers and currently manage 5 clients using Quibio. She has been serving as a TBA team leader since batch 14. So please welcome our speaker, TL Lori. Palakpakan po natin si TL Lori.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much, TL Josil, for the introduction. And good evening, everyone. I hope yung isi-share ko sa inyo ay makatulong kahit pa paano. Okay, so to start with our lesson, our topic for tonight is about QuickBooks. Okay? And before we start, pwede ko po bang malaman kung sino na sa inyo ang nakapagbukas na ng inyong QuickBooks or nakapag-sign up na or meron ng QuickBook accounts? Pwede niyo po bang pakitype yung one kung kayo po ay nakapag-sign up na at meron ng account? And 2, kung talagang wala pa o hindi pa ninyo nabubuksan ang QuickBooks or wala pa kayong idea about QuickBooks. Sige, para po malaman ko kung paano ako take over. Okay, so meron tayo. So marami ang wala pang QuickBook account. Okay, so si Estrella, si Marilian, si Elena, si Elena, si Elgin, si Josephine. Wala pa kayong QuickBooks account. Tama ba? Or hindi pa kayo yung sa sa masterclass na QuickBooks hindi niyo pa na-tackle or napag-aralan? Wala pa talagang idea about QuickBooks? Okay, alright. Alright, no problem. Okay, so hayaan niyo bago matapos yung lesson, I hope na meron kayong mapulot kahit pa paano or tawag dito, maging interesting kayo about QuickBooks. Okay, so let's start na. Okay. Pwede po pa-share ng slide. Okay. Alright. So let's talk about QuickBooks. Next slide po. Okay. So let's talk about QuickBooks. And okay. Next slide po. next slide po. Okay, so the objective of our topic tonight is first, by the end of this session, you will understand what QuickBooks is and its role in modern accounting. And another objective is to explore the origin, evolution, and growth of QuickBooks as a leading financial software, identify and explain the core features that make QuickBooks valuable to users, and review the different plans and subscription tier offered by QuickBooks Online, analyze how QuickBooks supports small and medium-sized business owners in managing finances, payroll, taxes, and reporting. And the last one is emphasize the importance of knowing the difference between QuickBooks plans to select the most suitable one for specific business needs. Okay, so So let's start. What is QuickBooks? Okay. So QuickBooks is a popular accounting software developed by Intuit, designed to help small and medium-sized businesses manage their finances more efficiently. It's especially well suited for a business owner who may not have a strong background in accounting. So yung QuickBooks was developed by Intuit, and Intuit is one of uh, verified company sa US na nagde-develop ng mga financial software. And QuickBooks was born out of desire to simplify financial management for small businesses. And here's a look of how it all began. Okay, founded by Intuit, QuickBooks was founded by Intuit, and Intuit Incorporated was established in 1983 by Scott Cook and Tom Prue in Mountain View, California. And Mr. Cook was inspired by his wife's struggle with household finances, which led to creation of Quickens. Quicken is a personal financial tool or personal financial management tool. So before magkaroon ng QuickBooks, Quickens muna. Yun yung dinevelop ni Mr. Cook to help his wife do sa struggle niya sa financial, sa household financial management. So yung Quicken was widely used in the US after the development. And pero yung Quicken ginagamit lang siya personal and from family financial management. And building on Quicken's success, Intuit identified a gap in the market for small business accounting software. That's why in 1992, Intuit launched QuickBooks Desktop. So desktop pa lang muna siya. QuickBooks Desktop was designed to be a user-friendly for non-accountant. So hindi siya ginawa for accountant talaga, for non-accountant. Ibig sabihin, yung mga walang idea about debit and credit, and para mas maging madali sa kanila, sa mga business owners, yung pag-understand nung kanilang, yung health ng kanilang finances. And during that time na yung QuickBooks ay nag-roll out na within the US, most accountants initially criticized QuickBooks for lacking key features like audit trail and double entry accounting. So Intuit responded to that concern, and they improved the software to meet the professional standard. TL ano ng second slide. So that was the early challenges QuickBooks users experience. So nakita nila na hindi siya ganoon ka-useful kasi meron niyang mga feature na wala yung audit trail and double entry accounting. So the QuickBooks was dahil in-improve din ng Intuit yung software from desktop, the QuickBooks Online was developed, and yung QuickBooks Online was launched. Okay, so in 2021, next slide please. Yeah, in 2021, Intuit officially introduced QuickBooks Online. And QuickBooks Online, unlike nung desktop, this is a cloud-based version ng QuickBooks Desktop that allowed users to access their financial data from anywhere, revolutionizing small business accounting. Okay, this marked a major shift from desktop-based accounting, as I mentioned earlier, to cloud-based financial management, allowing the users to first access their data from anywhere with an internet connection. Second is to collaborate with team members remotely. And third is it has a benefit from automatic updates and backups. So naging mas madali na yung paggamit ng QuickBooks and naging mas accessible dahil naka-cloud-based na siya. And it was a pioneering move at that time ng Intuit, setting the stage for the modern era of online accounting software. So nag-start na mag-develop ng mga online accounting software. Although meron namang nauna na sa QuickBooks that was NetSet, parang yung modern NetSuite ngayon. Pero yung QuickBooks is the widely used within the US and Canada. And because of the success of QuickBooks Online in the US, Intuit looked for an opportunity to expand outside the US. Hence, QuickBooks expanded internationally, tailoring its software to meet local regulation and business needs in various countries. So, nag-expand sila sa iba't ibang bansa and they they integrate yung mga tax policies each country. And in 2021, they started to expand in the UK. Intuit launched a UK-specific version of QuickBooks Online, and it is tailored to support the VAT or value-added tax and the European tax system. So nung dinevelop nila ni-launch nila ang QuickBooks sa UK, sinuportahan ito ng naka-design ito para masuportahan yung tax system sa UK as well as in Europe. And after a year, 2012, QuickBooks Online Global introduced to enable broader international access. And a year after, 2023 until 2024, QuickBooks was rapidly rolled out in Australia, India, and UK, all within 18 months. So, ni-rolled out nila yan sa tatlong bansa, actually continent na rin, the Australia's continent as well as the India. Ni-roll out nila yan within 18 months. So, napakabilis. And by 2015, QuickBooks Online was used by small and medium businesses in 130 countries, maintaining country-specific website to serve regional needs. Ito yung kung mapapansin niyo yung QuickBooks, di ba may mga selection doon kung anong country mo siya gagamitin. The reason being is that naka-design sila doon sa tax policy ng bawat bansa. So kung ang pinili mo ay US, ang tax na applied for that software is yung tax policy ng US. So pag pinili mo naman ang UK, yung UK tax policy naman ang mag-a-apply. So depende yan sa kung anong bansa ang gagamitin mo. And ito ay available in 130 countries by 2015. And to fully support QuickBooks users and provide a seamless experience, Intuit continuously grow and expand the QuickBooks Online ecosystem. And the development of QuickBooks Online ecosystem, Intuit opened QuickBooks to third-party integration, allowing businesses to connect their CRM, e-commerce, and other tools directly to the platform. So ito yun. Kung makikita ninyo sa screen, meron silang third-party application for payment and e-commerce. Yan yung PayPal, Shopify, Amazon Seller, and eBay and Etsy. For inventory and order management naman, meron silang SOS Inventory, Airplane, and Webability. And kung ang client niyo or ang user needs time tracking and payroll, meron din tayong third-party app na QuickBooks Time for time tracking and Gusto for payroll. And for expense and bookkeeping automation naman, meron tayong Expensify, Receipt Book, yung Dex ngayon, and meron tayong Link My Books. And for CRM and project management, merong method ng CRM, BigTime, House Call Pro, and Insightly. So, ayan yung mga third-party application. So, having that third-party application, uh, let us check kung ano naman yung core value, core feature ng QuickBooks. Kung ano yung mga mai-offer niya sa user. So, yung feature ng QuickBooks, I identify only 7, pero maraming feature ang QuickBooks na pwedeng i-offer sa user. First is the bookkeeping and accounting. Bookkeeping and accounting feature tracks income and expenses automatically by syncing with bank accounts. It helps categorize yung transaction for easy reporting and tax preparation. Another feature is the invoicing and payment features that create and send professional invoices and accept payment via credit card, ACH, PayPal, and more. And marami pang iba. And then, meron din itong payroll management feature that calculates paycheck, handles direct deposit, and generate tax forms. Meron, to ensure yung compliance with tax laws for each country. And then meron din itong tax preparation feature that helps to track deduction expenses and provide tools and reports to help with quarterly or year-end tax filing. So kung makikita nyo, merong feature ang QuickBooks na merong tax sa tax tab. Mamaya pakikita ko sa inyo, pero hindi natin yan i-discuss mas ng malalim kasi merong other venue for that. Okay? And another feature, the fifth feature is the financial reporting that generates profit and loss elements, balance sheet, and cash flow reports. This is to help the business owner understand their business financial health on a snap. So there's no need for them to print or to run the report para lang makita nila yung status ng kanilang business. Through QuickBooks, makikita na rin agad nila. So this feature ng financial reporting, makikita na agad nila kung gaining ba sila or losing sa simpleng pagtingin lang doon sa report. And another feature of QuickBooks is the inventory management. This is designed for product-based businesses that helps to track inventory levels and cost of goods sold. And the last one is the time tracking. And this feature is useful for business-based billing, business billing by the hour or managing employee time. Okay. So, nalaman na natin yung core feature. Bakit pala natin kailangan, paano pala makakatulong ang QuickBooks sa user? So how it helps small and medium-sized businesses. First is QuickBooks helps save time because it automates many manual process like data entry and reconciliation. So there's no need na magmano-mano because it automates na nga yung reporting. And another one is it helps improve accuracy and to reduce human error in bookkeeping. Dahil automated na to, hindi na siya, less na yung error, human error. And it increases visibility for the business owner because it provides real-time insight into how the business is performing. Katulad nung kanina nabanggit no, isa sa feature is yung financial reporting. So it will be more easy for the business owner to check the status of their financial financial business. And then another reason is it simplifies taxes because it helps keep everything organized for the accountant or the bookkeeper or the tax preparer. So magiging madali na. And QuickBooks is scalable. It offers different tier depending on the business size and needs. Okay? Okay, so ayan yung reason kung bakit kung paano nakakatulong ang QuickBooks, no? Now let's discuss with the product line of QuickBooks. So QuickBooks has two product line. One is the QuickBooks Desktop. Yun yung unang-unang na-develop ni Intuit. And until now, it's still rolling out. And this QuickBooks Desktop, this is the installed software version ng QuickBooks used on a specific computer, though cloud-hosted version is available at extra cost. And QuickBooks Desktop is best is a product-based business and those needing advanced inventory feature and don't mind being tied to one computer. So best best siya doon sa mga gusto lang gumamit ng desktop. Yung mga may anxiety doon sa mga cloud data. Ayaw nilang yung masyadong strict yung kanilang tawag dito. Meron ganyan akong employer ayaw niya, wala siyang tiwala sa cloud kasi baka daw ma-hack yung kanyang record. So, QuickBooks Desktop yung best sa mga ganoong business owner. And yung QuickBooks Desktop has 3 versions. Yung first is Pro Plus, and this version is a basic accounting for small businesses. And the other one is the Premium Plus. This is a design for industry-specific features such as retail, manufacturing, and nonprofit. And they also have the enterprise. This is designed for the larger businesses with complex needs. Okay, so now we learned about this QuickBooks Desktop. Let's now proceed with QuickBooks Online. All right, so QuickBooks Online is a cloud-based, unlike yung desktop, QuickBooks Online naman is a cloud-based accounting software designed to help small businesses manage their finances efficiently. And it enables users to track income and expenses, generate financial reports, and handle invoicing, payroll, and tax preparation. Unlike desktop, QBO is accessible from any devices with internet and can be used simultaneously by multiple users at the same time. And yung desktop kasi isa lang pwedeng gumamit. And QuickBooks Online is best for most small businesses, especially yung service-based, remote teams, or business granting mobile access. Okay, so what are the benefits of QuickBooks Online? QuickBooks Online offers several benefits, especially for small to medium-sized business. Here are some advantages. First, it is a cloud-based. It has a cloud-based accessibility. So QuickBooks Online is cloud-based, meaning you can access your financial data from anywhere with an internet connection. This is especially helpful for business owners and accountants who are on the go or work remotely simultaneously. So, halimbawa, yung client mo nasa ibang bansa, ikaw na dito sa Pilipinas, and pwede ninyo galawin, buksan pareho or sabay yung libro na magkahiwalay kayo o magkalayo kayo. So, pwede ninyo makita pareho yung data. And QuickBooks Online has a user-friendly interface. QuickBooks has a intuitive interface, making it easier for user without an accounting background or manage their finances. They can track income expenses and generate reports. And another benefit is QuickBooks Online has an automated feature that automates tasks such as invoicing, expense tracking, and bank reconciliation, help saving time and reduce error. Katulad nung kanina, di ba, yung benefit na diniscuss natin kanina. And QuickBooks Online integration with software, has an integration with other software. So QBO integrates with any third-party application, as I demonstrated earlier, allowing for a seamless workflow and more comprehensive business management. And QuickBooks Online has a real-time collaboration. So it allows multiple users, katulad ng binanggit ko kanina, to access the same account simultaneously. This is useful for business owners, bookkeepers or accountants who need to work together on the same financial data, katulad ng nabanggit ko kanina, halimbawa. So, yan yung mga uh, benefits. And wait, there's more pa. QuickBook Online can has a customizable report. So it offers a wide range of financial reports that can be customized to suit the business needs. And this is helpful for monitoring cash flow, profitability, and other key metrics. So kung mamaya pakikita ko sa inyo yung iba't ibang report na report sa QuickBooks Online that can be customized. And QuickBook Online has a bank integration that benefits where you can link your bank account and credit card directly to QuickBooks Online, which automatically import and categorize transactions, reducing manual data entry. So, nakakonect na siya dun sa bangko na i-enroll mo sa QuickBooks Online. And every time na merong, yung transaction is real time, every time na merong transaction sa bangko, papasok agad yon sa QuickBooks Online mo. So makikita mo agad yung transaction. Kaya ito ay real time. So real time din yung updating ng libro. And QuickBooks Online has a secure data storage that uses robust security measures to protect the financial data, including encryption and two-factor authentication. Hindi lang password na pwede mong ilagay, marami siyang option. And nag-encrypt din siya and provide din ng two-factor authentication. So, very safe yung data mo. Unless ibigyan mo na, magbigay ka ng access sa ibang tao that they can open yung libro mo. Okay? And QuickBook Online has a scalable plan that offers different pricing tier based on the size and needs of the business. You can suggest to your client to start with a simple plan and upgrade as their business grows. Or you have to check with your client kung ano ba talaga yung kailangan niya para mabigyan mo siya ng tamang plan or makapag-suggest ka sa kanya ng tamang plan. And the last one is QuickBook Online has a mobile app. Okay, so with the mobile app, you can manage your finances on the go, create invoice, track expenses, and view reports directly from your smartphone or tablet. So if your client or kayo mismo ay merong meeting outside the office, you can access your QuickBooks kahit wala kang dalang laptop using the mobile phone, your smartphone or yung tablet. So, pwede ka rin mag-create ng invoice kahit na gamit mo ay yung cellphone. And pwede ka rin mag-track ng expenses and mag-generate ng report. So, parang katulad din niya na nasa laptop. Iba lang yung setup kasi iba yung setup ng smartphone saka ng tablet. Pero, the function is the same. So, yan yung mga benefits of using QuickBooks Online. And QuickBooks Online offer 4 subscription plans, each plan tailored to different business needs and ranging from basic bookkeeping to advanced financial management. And ito po yung mga nakikita ninyo sa screen, yung iba't ibang business plan. So allow me to discuss yung business plans. First is the Simple Smart. This plan is ideal for small businesses and startups with basic accounting needs. Offering tools for managing income, expenses, and running standard report. Yung standard report is balance sheet and profit and loss. Yun lang yung pwede niyang i-generate for Simple Start. And this plan is ideal for freelancer or solopreneurs and only allow 1 user. So it's either ikaw na bookkeeper or accountant or si client ang pwedeng mag-access sa libro. Hindi kayo pwedeng sabay unless si client ibigay niya sa'yo yung login details, ma-access mo yung kanyang libro. Pero hindi kayo pwedeng sabay mag-access. Okay? And then the other one is essential. This plan is designed for small businesses needing multi-user access and enhanced billing and reporting features, including managing bills and tracking time. This plan is great for a small team that allows up to 3 users. So 3 users meaning si client, si accountant, or si bookkeeper. Or pwedeng yung AP or AR, then si bookkeeper, and then si client. Basta 3 lang yung pwede. And then the third plan is the most popular one, which is the QuickBook Plus. This plan is suited for small to medium-sized businesses requiring inventory management, project profitability tracking, class and location tracking, budgeting tools, along with with the feature of essential. So yun yung mga nadagdag doon sa essential na feature ng ng Plus plan. And yung Plus, it allows up to 5 users. And this plan is good for growing businesses with inventory or job costing needs. So, iyan yung most popular. So, kung ang inyong client ay growing business at nagtanong sa inyo kung anong plan ang kailangan ang kanyang isa-subscribe, ito yung isa-suggest ninyo kasi mas aside from dun sa essential na feature, meron pa siyang mga additional feature na magiging useful sa client ninyo. And kung ang client naman ninyo ay yung client requires more than 5 users ng QuickBooks, the advanced plan is best for your client. This plan is best for growing businesses approaching mid-market size, offering advanced tracking, reporting, and other comprehensive business tools like automated workflow, dedicated account manager, advanced analytics, and KPI and data backup and restoration. And this plan is designed for large businesses. And those business who need deeper insight and automation. So ito naman po nasa screen, ito po yung table nung 4 na plan. So makikita nyo, yung complete feature ay nasa advanced kasi siya yung, tawag dito, siya yung medyo mahal. Hindi ko na nilagyan ng rate kasi it differs in every country. Iba yung rate sa Pilipinas, iba yung rate sa US, iba yung sa UK at Canada. Kaya hindi ko na siya nilagyan. Pero the feature itself is the same. Okay? So, tatanungin niyo ako, bakit po ba dinidiscuss namin to? Alam na namin to. So, why is it important to know the different QuickBook Online plans? So, knowing the different QuickBook Online plans is important because first, it helps you choose the right tool for the business. So each plan offers different feature. Next slide, please. Each plan offers different features. And if you only need to track income expense, yung simple start lang is enough na. But if you need more if you need to manage bills, vendor, or track time, yung essential is better. But if you need to deal with inventory or project, you need plus, yung pangatlong plan, yung plus, yung most popular. And if you want detailed reporting, automation, and user roles, yung advanced is advisable. Okay? Then choosing the right plan ensures that you are not paying for feature you don't need or missing out the tools that would save your time and money. The second reason is it helps you avoid unnecessary costs. So upgrading later is possible, but if you start too high, you may overpay monthly. Kung halimbawa, ang kailangan ng pala ng inyong client is yung startup kasi ano lang naman pala yung business niya, ang kailangan lang niya ay mag-bill and mag-accept ng payment. Hindi, tapos ang sinuggest mo is advance. So, yung si client mo nagbabayad ng sobra, di ba? Later on, pag na-discover niya na marami pala siyang sayang na feature, eh magagalit pa yun sa'yo. So, mawawala yung trust. So, mas maimportante na malaman natin kung anong plan yung better for your client. And the third one is match access level for your team. So, yung plan limit for every user, yung nabanggit ko na nga kanina, yung simple start, isa lang. Yung essential ay 3 ang pwede. Yung plus ay 5. And then advanced is 25 above. Kung yung plan, if you plan to collaborate dun sa other bookkeeper or accountant, or if you plan to create a team, choosing the right plan ensures everyone has an access. So kung ang plano mo ay magtayo ka ng bookkeeping business, so siguro mas magandang i-subscribe mo yung advance. Or kung yung client mo gusto niya na meron siyang maraming employee na may access, or meron siyang accounting team or finance team na kailangan gumamit ng QuickBooks, yung advance ang i-suggest mo sa kanya. So, mahalaga talaga na malaman mo kung anong plan yung isa-suggest or recommend mo sa client mo. And the fourth one is to align with business goals and growth. So if you plan to scale your business or add new service or product or manage multiple projects or location, yung client mo may want a plan that support those goals without needing a major switch later on. So mas magandang naka-set up na or naka-ayos na kung ano ba talaga yung plan na kailangan ng client mo. And then the last one is use QuickBooks efficiently. When you understand the feature available in your plan, you can fully utilize the software, di ba? And like automating invoicing, job tracking, profitability, or customizing reports, which means na you save more time, you have a better financial decision, and fewer manual errors. So mas maganda na alam mo kung anong plan yung dapat na gagamitin or i-recommend mo sa client mo. Okay? So, iyan lang po muna yung ating QuickBook halagang impormasyon na kailangan ko i-share sa inyo before we go live. So, now, i-share ko naman sa inyo yung, teka, nawala yung aking sinet up na QuickBooks. Wait. Ayan, so, sandali. Ayan. Nag-set up na ako kanina ng QuickBooks Online na i-share ko sa inyo. So, PL, pwede ba akong mag-share ako ng screen? Pwede ba ako mag-host?
Okay na po. Share screen na po kayo.
Mag-share na ako. Sandali.
Apo.
Okay. Share screen. Mabilis ba? Naintindihan niyo ba ako? Sorry naman ha. Nawala yung aking QuickBook. Ito ba yun? Ito. Pasensya na po. Paano ba ako babalik? Okay, so share ko sa inyo ngayon yung screen ko. Ayan, nakita nyo na yung QuickBooks Online. Yung may Intuit, Let's Get You to QuickBooks. Kita nyo na?
TL,
May
nakita
nakalabas
na
din.
mo.
Ano, no?
Nakalabas yung Zoom mo, TL.
Nakalabas?
Opo. Nakalabas
Ano,
yung Zoom. Palipat niyo po ng screen yung Zoom.
Ay, naku.
I-drag niyo lang po, i-drag niyo lang.
Kanyari.
Madadrag niyo po ba?
Teka, subshare ako. Share. Ayan. Ang hirap naman. Ayan. Ayan, kita nyo na.
Iba pa rin, TL.
Yung pa rin po, nandun pa rin po yung Zoom.
Open mo ba yung ano mo? Open mo yung QuickBooks mo, TL.
I-click niyo lang po TL yung Zoom. Yung ano niyo po, yung QuickBooks niyo. Yung QuickBooks po mismo ang i-click niyo. Nasa likod po kasi yung QuickBooks eh. Ayan po.
Ito, yan. Yan, kita na? Hindi.
Hindi, andyan pa rin po si Zoom.
Ano ba yan?
Sige nga po, ayan po, i-minimize niyo po muna. Ayan.
Kita na? Hindi pa.
Palakihan na lang po.
Ayan, kita na? Sorry
Hindi po,
naman.
pa-maximize po niyan, TL. Yan po ba ang i-share ninyo o yung QuickBooks mismo?
Mismo.
Yung pong browser po ang i-click ninyo, yung Chrome po niyo sa baba.
Ito to.
Pa-click po ako.
Ayun na, ano na ako sa...
Open yung QuickBooks ko, TL. Gusto mo ano?
Ano ba yan?
TL, gusto mo yung kay TL Nika?
Sige. Kaso, sige. Teka, paano ko siya makikita?
I-share ko.
I-on nyo na lang po ulit. Stop screen po kayo tapos i-on nyo po yung inyo.
Okay, ayan. Sige. Kasi, nabago yung setup ng aking Zoom.
Sorry,
Bakit ang
stop
ganda
siya.
na nakita ko? Ang ganda naman na nakita ko.
Wait lang. Ayan, TL.
Okay, sige. Ayan. Ito yung desktop. Ito yung kung makikita niya. Kita niyo na yung
Yes po.
dashboard ng QuickBooks, tama ba?
Yes po.
Okay. Alright, okay. So, doon sa mga nakita ko kanina, di kaya ako tinanong sa inyo kung sino yung nakapag-sign up na at hindi pa nakapag-sign up. Ipapakita ko sa inyo paano mag-sign up. Actually, doon sa slide kanina, meron tayo doon dalawang link na pwedeng mag-sign up. Yung isang link doon is for the business owner kung gusto nilang mag-sign up. And then the other one, mamaya pakita ko sa inyo pag nag-stop, share na tayo dito. Yung the other one is for the advisor. So ito yung advisor. As you can see, meron dito sa left side na dun sa accountant, meron ditong advisor. Pakilagay mo nga sa yung cursor mo, TL Nika. Nakalagay advisor. Yung may advisor, dito yan, sa baba. Hindi yan. Ito, tinuturo ng cursor ko, no, parang nakikita ninyo. Advisor, sa taas ni TL Nika, taas mo yung mo. Ayan. From your practice, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pang-anim. Baba ka ng 6. Yan, advisor. Yan, yung advisor, yan ang ginagamit ng mga bookkeepers and accountant because meron tayong benefits and trainings. Diyan ninyo makukuha, diyan kayo mag-take ng exam and mag-training para maging pro advisor or makakuha kayo ng certificate. So sa certification, meron diyang fast-paced or self-paced and meron din by training. So kung confident ka na to learn to take the exam, kunin mo yung yung self-paced. May bibigyan kanila ng 60 minutes to take the exam. Okay. So kung confident ka na, you can take the exam. Pero kung hindi pa, pwede mong gamitin take the opportunity to learn more about QuickBooks by taking the lesson sa training and sa benefits. So, ayan etong QuickBooks na to is for the advisor. Okay? And first, yung setting up ng QuickBooks Online is pretty straightforward. Pero, gawin ito ng tama or dapat gawin natin ng tama para hindi tayo mahirapan later on. Okay? And as a bookkeeper and accountant, it's our duty to walk through our client kung paano gamitin ang QuickBooks. Hindi lang tayo yung nakakaalam. Kasi mostly ang client, gusto nilang meron din silang hand sa pag-check ng kanilang libro. So dapat ituro din natin sa kanila kung paano ginagamit ang QuickBooks and kung paano tayo iimbitahin at paano sila mag-set up, especially kung ang nakuha ninyong client ay magmamigrate from other software to QuickBooks or mag-start out pa lang siya ng kaniyang QuickBooks online. So, okay. To start up, hindi ko kasi mapakita yung link kung saan mag-start up ka doon. Pero very straightforward naman yung pag-start up. Click mo lang yung trial version para libre ka for 30 days. Or kung gusto mo mag-subscribe na, meron doong plan. Yung biniscuss ko kanina, kung anong plan yung gusto ng client ninyo. Pero bago tayo mag-subscribe, yun, kailangan sigurado na yung client niyo kung anong plan yung kanilang kukunin. So as a bookkeeper and accountant, it's your duty to let them know kung ano ba dapat yung plan na isa-subscribe. Kaya diniscuss ko kanina yon. Okay, so to set up let us assume na nakapag-subscribe na tayo, no? Don't worry dun sa mga hindi pa nakapag-subscribe, you can watch the video po, yung sa masterclass kung paano mag-set up. And during booster naman po, i-discuss din yan kung paano mag-set up. So, kung paano mag-sign up. Now, let's proceed doon sa pag-set up ng company profile. First is, okay, Nika, punta ka doon sa, sa settings, dito sa gear icon. Yan. And click mo yung company settings. To set up the company, from gear icon, punta ka doon sa company settings. And then, yan. Makikita ninyo sa left side, dito yung company, notification, payment, QuickBooks checking. Yes. Okay. So, pakiclick mo po yung company settings. Okay. So, the company setting dyan, makikita ninyo, dyan kayo maglalagay ng name, ng company name, yung, tawag dito, address, yung email address ninyo or ng client ninyo, then yung mga details ng company. And then, ayan, yung business type, yung legal address, yan. May-edit nyo naman yan by clicking the edit button. Okay? And then, you can also set up yung start date and fiscal year date. Hanggang sa baba, makikita ninyo yan. So, feel free to scroll yung lahat ng tab kung meron na kayong QuickBooks online. And then, laro-laruin nyo na po. Anyway, may demo naman na demo sample naman si QuickBooks, katulad ni Zero, na pwede ninyong gamitin or pag-aralan. Okay? Sorry Once na-set up nyo na yung company profile, the next step is to connect your bank account and credit card. Okay. Let us assume na na-set up nyo na. Meron ng company name, lahat na ng details, yung tax number, lahat na input na. So let's go to setting up your bank account. So to setting up your bank account, TL, labas ka na. Punta na sa dashboard, TL. Yan. Go to banking.
Banking.
TL, labas ka, TL. Yan. Doon sa, baba ka, dito sa left side, baba ka. Hanapin mo yung bank transaction. Eto, transactions. Yan. After ng dashboard, tapos transaction. Yan. Dashboard, task, transactions. Baba pa konti. Yan. Makikita ninyo, dito sa transaction, dyan ang bank transactions, application transactions, receipts, reconcile, rules, chart of account, and recurring transactions. To set up yung bank account, taas ka lang. Okay. Kung makikita niyo dito, may nakaset up ng dalawang bank account, Wells Fargo and Capital One. Yung nasa blue, yung naka-blue, yung zero, yan yung amount of money na meron ka sa bangko. So kung yung QuickBooks mo ay nakakonect sa bank account, automatic yan mag-a-appear dito kung magkano yung balance ng bank account mo. And then yung sa baba naman, yung in QuickBooks, hindi PL, doon ka lang, taas ka lang. Huwag kang mag PL. Sorry. Yan. Yung naman sa baba ng zero, yung nakaputi, ayan, yung nakalagay na in QuickBooks, iyan yung amount of transaction na dito sa baba. Yung total amount niyan, yung spend and receive, iyan yung cost or yung amount. Okay? So, dito, pinapakita dito na yung Wells Fargo account ng business na to ay merong 114 transactions. Ito yon yung nasa baba. Yung may mga square. Yan yung transactions. 114 lahat yan. And ang total amount niyan ay nasa 14,000 pataas TL. 14,983.77. Yan yung total amount niya. Kung ang QuickBooks Online ay nakakonect sa bangko, possible na ang amount niyan ay yan din. Dapat laging equal ang bank account balance at ang QuickBooks balance. Pag hindi sila balance, ibig sabihin, merong hindi nag-sync na transaction or merong hindi na account. So, yan yung unang-una ninyong titignan. And then, to add tong bank account, pupunta lang po kayo dito sa link account. Click mo nga yung link account. Yan. Once you click that, lalabas dito yung lahat ng bangko na available. So, you can freely connect your bank account or kung anong bangko yung meron kayo. Select nyo lang dyan. And then once na-select ninyo, hihingaan kayo ng account na details. And then, mako-connect na yan doon sa bangko. So, meron kayong marireceive na something like OTP or something from the bank or notice from the bank na yung inyong QuickBooks or na inyong bank account ay connected na sa QuickBooks Online. So, lahat ng transaction doon, in and out ng money, mag-a-appear doon sa inyong QuickBooks Online. TL, labas ka na dyan, TL. Okay. Pero kung, okay. Another option is, TL, pa-click mo tong drop-down arrow beside the link. Yan. Click mo yan. Yan. Kung halimbawa, ayaw mo naman i-connect yung bank account mo, pero gusto mong makita dito sa QuickBooks, you can upload yung bank statement para mapunta dito. Kaya lang, matrabaho yung ganyan kung hindi siya nakakonect sa bangko kasi every time na meron kang bank statement, i-upload mo. So there is a room for error na pwedeng hindi siya mag-sync yung ibang transaction. And you have to wait na maging available lang yung bank account, bank statement bago mo ma-update yung iyong QuickBooks. So, yun yung possible na problem kapag hindi nakakonect yung bangko mo sa QuickBooks. Okay? So, ayan yung pag-set up ng bank account and credit card. Ganon din sa credit card and kung meron kayong PayPal, ganon din ang process. Okay? Let us assume na nakakonect na yung inyong bank account. Kunyari, ito, halimbawa ito na siya, nakakonect na. The next step is to customize your chart of account. As you can see dito sa page na to, ayan ang chart of account. And QuickBooks has a general chart of account designed for every business type. Sorry ha. Kung halimbawa ang business type mo ay landscaping and landscaping business, most of the entry or accounts ay about doon sa landscaping. Kung ang business mo naman ay coffee shop, ganon din, naka-design na siya. Pero maraming pare-pareho dahil naka-general. I would suggest, instead of using the general one, before migrating or starting up the file, the account, mag-drop na kayo ng inyong chart of account based doon sa requirement ng business or requirement ng client ninyo. Kasi magkakaiba yan. Halimbawa, yung pastries and bakery shop, iba yung chart of account niya sa tracking business. Ganon. So, maaring pare-pareho siya na meals and entertainment, ganon, cost of goods or cost of sales, pero magkakaiba yung treatment. Kaya mas maganda na i-set nyo na yung chart of account before uploading dito sa QuickBooks. And there are 3 options kung paano kayo upload ng inyong chart of account or mag-update ng chart of account. First is dito nga sa transaction. Ito yung chart of account. The next one is sa account tools. Siya, punta ka sa account tools. Dito sa taas, account tools. Sabi ng go to QuickBooks yan. Dito sa account tools, makikita ninyo may chart of account din. So, kapag kinilik nyo yan, same lang din ng page ang mapupuntahan ninyo. Ayan din yan. The other one is, okay, so yun yung pangalawa. First is doon sa transaction. Second is doon sa accountant tools. Third is dito sa settings. CL, punta ka sa settings.
Ang bagal.
Punta ka sa settings.
Settings.
Yes, dito sa gear icon. Okay. Sa gear icon, meron din dito ang chart of account. Third, doon sa settings na column, pang third. Yan. So, alin man doon sa tatlong option na yan, pag click ninyo, isa lang ang page na pupuntahan ninyo. Same lang din nakikita ninyo. Okay? So, tandaan nyo yan. Next week may quiz tayo. So, ayan yung setting up of chart of account. So, you can edit nung standard chart of account, you can upload. And to upload po, halimbawa meron na kayong ready na chart of account, para i-upload, pwede kayo dito mag-add new account kung isa-isa lang. Pero kung marami, dito sa, ayan, import. Click nyo lang yung import. So, pag click nyo yung import, ayan. Pwede ninyong once na-click yung import, click nyo lang yung browse, and then, pupunta yan doon sa drive kung saan ninyo, or doon sa file kung saan ninyo nakasave yung inyong chart of account. And then, i-upload nyo lang dyan, and then, ma-upload na yon doon sa QuickBooks account po ninyo. Okay? So, labas na TL. So, after customizing your chart of account, the next step will be the setting up your product and services. Itong product and services nito ay designed for those business na may mga iba't ibang services. Like, kunyari sa salon, iba-ibang service yan, di ba? Merong ribbon, may gupit, may pedicure and manicure. So, that is a product and services. So, to set up your products and services, meron tayo yan dito sa gear icon. Punta ka sa gear icon. And then, sa list ng column ng list, ayan, products and services, click mo yan. And then, yan, pwede kayong mag-add kung isa-isa lang, and then import kung maramihan. Okay. So, click mo yung new TL. Yung new muna kung isa lang. Ayan. So, kung sa services, uploading your products and services, may mga option yan na service, inventory item, non-inventory, bundle, batch import, and import from. Yung service, literal naman services yan. Inventory, if your business require an inventory, yung product ay kailangan inventory. Non-inventory item, kung ang item ay hindi naman kailangan i-inventory, yun yung come and go na item. Yung bundle naman is parang combo. Kunyari, manicure, pedicure. So, naka-bundle siya. Or haircut and ribbon. Ganon. Bundle siya. So, Isa-select nyo lang yan kung yung item or yung services na i-upload, i-add ninyo is service, inventory, or non-inventory, or bundle. So, ganyan lang siya. So, pwede kayong mag-import ng isang buo, yung marami yan, pwede din kayong mag-add ng isa-isa. So, click nyo lang yan. Okay? So, after setting up your products and services, it's time to customize your vendor and customer information. Okay? Ay, by the way pala, yung products and services, meron din siyang iba't ibang option kung paano kayo mag-a-add. Meron yan dito sa, yan, sa transaction, ayan yan, products and services. Doon sa gear icon, meron din siyang products and services. And then dito sa expense, expense ba yun? CL, ano mo nga yung expense. Ay, sa sales pala, sa sales. Dito sa left side. Yan, sales. O, sa baba pa. Ay, sa taas, taas na. Pangatlo, sa taas. Lumagpas. Tagpas ka na. Yan, yan. Advance. Yan, yan. Ay, ayan na. So, kung makikita ninyo sa pinaka-last ng sub-column, merong products and services. Alin man doon sa mga yon, isa pa rin ang pupuntahan ninyong page. Ito pa rin yon. So marami lang siyang option kung paano ninyo pupuntahan yung products and services. Okay. And after setting up your products and services, next is the adding your customer and vendor to your QuickBooks Online. So to add your vendor, let's start first with your customer. To add yung customer information, punta ka lang dito sa sales. Sales. Nasa sales na ba? Okay.
Yes.
So okay. So, click mo lang yung customer. Pangalawa sa tabi siya yan. Okay, kung isa-isa lang yung i-add mo ng customer, click lang yung new customer, pero kung marami kang i-add, itong drop-down arrow, import, i-click mo lang yung import. Yan. Yan, import customer or multiple customer. Pag na-import mo na, ma-add na siya dito sa list ng mga customers. Okay? Pwede ka rin mag-import ng customer sa gear icon. And then dito sa import data, sa tools tab, tools column, yan, import data, yan. And then sa drop down, hanapin ko lang yung customer. Sa taas TL, letter C. Yan. Same with the vendor. Ganon din. Sa vendor, ganon din. Click mo TL, meron din yan, vendor. Sa baba. Ayan. Okay. So, click lang yung import. Kung maramihan siya, click mo lang yung import. And then, same process lang din. Iba-browse mo yung files mo kung saan mo kukunin yung file ng vendor or customer information. So, ang mga information na kailangan mo for vendor and customer, siyempre yung vendor name or customer name, business address, email address, contact person. Okay? So, ayun yung mga kailangan mong i-input or i-ready pag mag-a-add ka ng vendor or customer. Okay? And then, once na-set up ng customer and vendor, it's time for setting up invoicing payment. So to set up your invoicing invoicing and payment, go to settings, TL sa settings, gear icon. And then go to custom form style. Pangalawa dito sa settings TL. Settings tab. Yan. Yan. Custom. Okay. Ayan yung paggagawa tayo ng invoice. Okay. So dito, kung gusto mong gumawa ng invoice, click ka lang ng new style. Okay, click mo lang din, invoice. Click mo yung invoice TL. Ayan. So dito sa design, pwede kang mag-design ng invoice mo based doon sa, syempre, yung character ng business mo. Kung ang business mo ay coffee shop, pastries, syempre maganda na nakalagay dyan yung logo mo at the same time, yung itsura ng invoice mo ay related doon sa business. So you can customize yung invoice. And then, pwede ka rin mamili kung pwede ka mag-attach ng logo, pwede ka mamili kung anong kulay. Click mo tong yan. Then mamili ka ng kulay. Click mo yung TL, then mamili ka ng kulay. Ayan. Ayan, o. Kita nyo na iiba yung kulay niya. And then, pwede ka rin mamili ng font kung anong gusto mong font na ilalagay. Ayan. Ayan, mamili ka ng font. Ayan, nakikita nyo na iiba yung itsura niya. And then, doon naman sa laman ng invoice, TL at taas ka konti. Taas ka pa. Dito sa content, click mo yan. Okay? To set up yung laman ng content mo, TL, click mo itong yung nasa taas, yung may pencil icon sa corner. Yan. Yan. Dito, ayan, pwede mong palitan yung address mo, yung date, yan. I-set up mo lang siya. And dito mo yan sa left side column. Same with the invoice details dito sa baba. Pangalawang yan. Yan. I-click mo lang kung kailangan mong makita yung date, kung products and services, kung kailangan present siya sa invoice mo, yung quality, yung description, yung rate, ayan. Click mo lang dito sa left side kung ano yung mga kailangan mong information in setting up your invoice. And then sa baba, click mo yung baba, TL, yan. Diyan sa baba, nakalagay dyan kung nag-o-offer ka ng discount, click mo lang yung discount, mag-a-appear yan dito sa baba, yung discount, yan. Yan. Kung deposit, yung estimate summary, kung ano yung mga gusto mong idagdag, mag-a-appear yan dito. Click mo lang. So, once na ready ka na, preview mo muna yung invoice. Kaya click mo to preview PDF.
Preview PDF.
Dito sa baba.
Where?
Before done. Dito sa right corner, sa baba.
Wala siguro ko kasing kinilik pa. Yan.
Hindi, TL, ito, nakikita ko siya. Sabi ng done, na word na done, kulay green. Dito sa corner, sa labas.
Okay. Oh.
Kaya kita mo na.
Natago pala dun sa natago sa mga picture. Ito ang preview. O done.
Wag picture, muna. Yan.
Preview.
Preview mo. Oo, para makita mo yung itsura ng yung PDF, invoice. Pakiclick mo nga din.
Ayan.
So, ayan ang itsura ng kanyang nung backyard landscaping invoice. Ayan ang itsura niya. So, click natin kanina, may discount na 2%. Ayan. Nag-appear siya dito. And then, dito rin yung mga dates, activity. So, kung ano yung sinet up mo kanina, yun yung mag-a-appear doon sa invoice. And then, sige Tia, labas ka na dyan. Balik tayo doon sa setup. Paano ko bababalik?
Paano ba ako babalik nito? Wait lang.
TL, nandun po sa taas ka to, TL. Pili ka dun sa taas. Yung meron. Kasi another page yan eh.
Oo, another page. Balik ka
Ayun
dito
no,
sa
yung
custom
costume.
style.
Taas pa
Yung
taas pa
merong-
TL.
Sa tab, TL, sa tab. Ito nakalagay yung custom style, merong QuickBooks logo.
Wait more.
Sa taas,
Ang dami kasi naka-open eh.
Ito na sinasabi ko eh. Wait more sa amba.
Sa pinakataas TL. Sa taas
may-
po ng browser.
Eto.
Yan.
Very good. Tapos,
The
kung
window,
tapos ka
oh.
na, kung masaya ka na sa itsura ng invoice mo, click mo lang yung done. Ay, teka, may email pa pala. So, yung email naman, click mo lang yung email.
Where is the email?
Ito
Email
sa
tabi.
taas. Ayan, sa tabi ng content.
Emails.
Ayan, okay. So, pwede mo
Marami kasi
yan.
pakulo rito.
Ayan. Ang hirap hindi ko magalaw eh. Pero itsura ko, gumagalaw ako ng cursor. Gigil na gigil ako magturo. Ayan. So, yan din, input mo lang yung mga information na kailanganin mo. And then, kung masaya ka na, click mo lang yung done para tapos na yung setting up ng invoice mo. So, pwede mo na siyang email, pwede mo na siyang i-email sa customer mo para masingil mo na siya. Ganon. So, ayan na yung iyong invoice. And then, once na-set up mo na yung invoice mo, it's about time to set up your taxes. Okay? So, TL, punta ka dito sa left side, sa bandang baba, may taxes dyan. Ayan. Ayan. So, click mo yung sales tax. To set up taxes, go to sales tax. And then, input mo yung sales tax agency. So, since wala ka pang setup, click mo yung get started. Okay. And then, sabi niya, before you turn on sales tax, make sure you have this information. Yung accurate business address, tax agencies that you file with. So, since wala ka pa niyan, dito sa find out more about sales tax permit. Kasi sa US pala, meron silang mga tax agency na nagpa-file ng tax. So, dito, sa setting up ng taxes, you have to identify which tax agency ka mag-work. Or kung sino yung tax agency na pipiliin mo na mag-a-arrange yung taxes mo. So, medyo matagal yung process nito kaya wag na natin puntahan. Siguro some other time pwede nating i-navigate para mas maintindihan ninyo. Gagawa ko na kasi siya kaya gusto ko sana yung ginawa ko, yung ipakita ko sa inyo para makita ninyo yung itsura nung na-set up na yung tax agency. Ang kinuha ko yung New York tax something ang sinet up ko. So, ayan yung medyo matagal lang yung process niya. And then, once na-set up na yung tax, so all goods na tayo, all goods na si client mo, the next step is advise your client to invite you as accountant or bookkeeper. So, paano niya kayo i-invite? So, i-walk through ninyo yung client ninyo kung paano niya kayo i-invite kapag na-set up na niya yung kanyang QuickBooks. So, para i-invite kayo, ang sabihin niyo kay client, punta ka doon sa settings. Client Mika, punta ka sa settings. Ayan. And
Settings.
then, okay, from settings, click mo yung manage user. Pero dahil dito, walang manage user, punta ka dito sa your team. Yung sa last yan. Your team, sa taas konti. Yan. Click mo yan. Okay. So dahil wala siya dito, ayan, may nakaasa. Kung makikita ninyo, si Nika Caldines, ito yung email niya, and then ang kanyang role ay primary admin. So dito sa atin, hindi ko na diniscuss yung role ng bawat, may iba-ibang role kasi siya. And mauubos yung time pag diniscuss ko yung bawat role sa dami. Usually, ang bookkeeper, ina-assign siya as primary admin din. Para lahat ng picture ay ma-navigate mo. Kasi may mga limitation per role. So, since naka-set up na si Nika Cardines as primary admin, pwede ka pa as a client, as a owner, pwede ka pa rin mag-assign ng isa pa ng other user. So, ang gagawin lang, click niya lang yung other user. Okay. So, kunyari, invite ako ni Nika. TL, paki-type mo nga yung pangalan ko and then yung email address. So, ibibigay ninyo kay client yung inyong full name and email address, and then si client ang mag-a-assign sa inyo kung anong role ninyo sa QuickBooks. So, marami yan. TL, pag-click mo itong select role, yung assigned role yan, makikita nyo ang dami niyan. Hindi na natin i-discuss yung trabaho ng bawat role, pero si client ang mag-invite sa inyo at mag-a-assign kung anong role. Pero mas maganda na tulungan ninyo si client to identify kung anong role yung ibibigay nila sa iyo. TL, pakipili mo na lang yung standard access kunyari. Ayan. So, ayan. Yan yung role ni Nika, role ko. So kung gusto niyo malaman, you can click yung view role description. Okay. TL, pa-click mo yung new role description.
Email address mo muna, Tel.
Okay, sige. Lagay mo na lang kahit anong email address, di mo naman yan isi-send.
Lori.
At gmail.com. Okay. So, ganyan. Kunyari, paki-view mo tong view role description.
Oops.
Sa taas, nasaan ka napunta? Ayan.
Napunta na ba?
Ito
Saan?
yung assign role. May kulay blue. Assign roles. Hindi yan, doon sa taas, sa taas. Taas pa, taas pa. Kung saan ka naglagay ng standard access, hindi yan. Sa taas niyan. Baba mo yan, baba mo yan. Ayan, no, sa taas ng back. Ayan. Pag click mo yan, ayan ang role ng standard all access. Ayan yung mga ano niya. Ay, hindi pala. Meron dyan. Ayan. Standard all access. Users added to... saan na siya? Ayan yung mga role ng mga kung ano yung pipiliin ninyo. Okay? So, alright. So, since na-invite na kayo, labas ka na dyan, TL. So, kunyari, once na-set up na ano na kayo ni client, once na sinend niya click niya tong send invite, you will receive an email kung paano niyo ma-access yung libro niya. Okay? Yun yung pinaka-authorization niya for you to access yung QuickBooks Online ng client niyo. Okay? So once na access na meron na kayong access, the next step will be the review of report and set goals. So may access na kayo, nakapag-input na kayo ng data, nakapag-reconcile na kayo, you can you can access na rin yung reports. Or before kayo mag-start ng trabaho, gusto ninyong mag-audit muna, you can review yung report by going to reports. Kaya sa left side, sa bandang baba niyan, merong report. Ayan, report. Ayan. So makikita ninyo ang report, merong standard, custom, management, KPI, spreadsheet, and sync. Pakiclick mo lang po, TL, yung standard report. Okay. Ito yung sinasabi ko kanina na si QuickBook ay may customizable report. So, pwede kayong mag-customize ng report dito sa custom report, sa management report, yan. And then sa performance center. Dito sa standard report, makikita ninyo dito yung, ito yung mostly used, yung account receivable and aging summary, balance sheet, profit and loss, and then meron din yan custom report builder, ayan yung mga report niya, PL baba ka. Yung business overview, makikita nyo din yan, yung audit, yan. Dito sa audit log, makikita dyan ni client or ninyo kung sino ang huling nag-access or sino ang huling nag-entry. So, halimbawa, si client, meron siyang ipinasok, tapos hindi Siyempre, sasabihin ni client, sino na ay sa inyong dalawa, tataka kayo kung sinong gumawa. So, pwede ninyo makita sa audit log kung sino yung gumawa o huling nag-access sa libro. Yan yung audit log. And then, meron din dyan yung transaction summary. And then, yung report per vendor, per customer, makikita nyo dyan sa mga report na yan. Ang dami, marami kayong pwedeng i-navigate. Ako, usually, TL, click ko to profit and loss details. Baba pang konti, baba konti. Ayan, taas sa konti, pangatlo, yan. Ako, pag nagre-review ako ng libro, ito ang ginagamit ko, profit and loss details. Kasi, lalo na doon sa ina-assist ko, hindi lang ako yung may access doon sa libro. So, minsan, iba yung nagkakategorize, minsan ako, tapos bago ako mag-reconcile, chine-check ko muna yung details nung libro. TL, paki-click mo yan para makita nila ano itsura ng profit and loss details. Ayan. Makikita ninyo lahat ng services nakalatag dyan. And then iba-iba yung vendor. Halimbawa yung supplies and materials, makikita ninyo iba-iba yung vendor, iba-iba yung item. Usually kasi, kung isang vendor lang, halimbawa sa landscaping, yung isang vendor, isa lang yung product na dinideliver niya sa iyo. Ganon. Kunyari, sa landscaping business, yung Alexander Thompson, halimbawa si Alexander Thompson, vendor siya, ang dinideliver ni Alexander Thompson ay mga marbles. So, you have to check din kung lahat ba ng na-deliver niya ay yun talaga yung nakalagay doon sa sa report mo. Minsan kasi nagkakaroon, lalo na kung marami kayong nag-a-access, iba-iba yung interpretation doon sa transactions. And especially kung wala ka pang hawak na resibo or document. So, ayan yung details ng report. So, for auditing, mas maganda na lahat ng report i-access ninyo. And para ma-appreciate ninyo yung dashboard, punta ka sa dashboard. Ayan. Dito sa dashboard, makikita ninyo yung buong istorya ng inyong libro. So, ayan, may money in, may money out. Ayan yung flow niya. Baba ka konti TL. Ayan, dyan din yung accounting reports. Dahil wala pang masyadong laman itong, click mo nga itong business overview TL. Ayan. Dito sa business overview, dito pinapakita yung financial health ng business. Dito makikita mo agad in a snap, yung profit and loss, yung expenses, yung bank accounts, kung anong bank accounts yung nakakonect, yung invoices, ilan ba yung bayad na, kung meron ka pang unpaid, yung mga bills mo, kung meron ka pang utang, sa invoice, kung meron ka pang sisingilin, makikita mo dyan lahat sa dashboard, business overview. Okay, so yan lang muna yung ipapakita ko sa inyo uh, sa QuickBooks, and hopefully sa pag nag-booster na kayo, ma-appreciate nyo ng gusto. Alam ko na hindi siya agad-agad ma-appreciate dahil hindi ninyo nahahawakan, nakikita nyo lang. Mas maganda yung kayo mismo yung nagda-navigate. Okay? So, yan lang muna. Kaya pabalik ako doon sa slide natin. I-discuss ko lang yung certificate. Malapit na tayo matapos, sorry naman.
Wait lang, Tela.
And sa QuickBooks, meron tayong, ang na-mention ko na kanina, di ba? May mga trainings and certification. Sa QuickBooks, marami tayong certificate. Doon ka na sa dulo, TL. Sa dulo na, TL. Ito pala yung kung gusto niyo, I can post this sa Discord mamaya pagtapos ng natin kasi nandito yan sa computer ko. I would suggest i-subscribe niyo yung account. Ito yung mga certifications. So, meron tayong certification or badge for bookkeepers. Meron din tayo sa QuickBooks Level 1. So, kung bago ka lang sa QuickBooks, yung Level 1 certificate ang kukunin mo. But before, bago kayo magkaroon ng gantong badge, kailangan ninyong ipasa muna yung exam or yung certification exam. Next slide, TL. So, kung merong Pro Advisor Level 1, meron ding Pro Advisor Level 2. Ito yung mas advanced. And then, meron din tayong for payroll. Kung gusto mo mag-specialize sa payroll, ipapasa mo lang yung certification exam for payroll. And then, meron din tayong sa desktop. Next slide, please. Yan, desktop. For Enterprise Advisor, meron tayo. And then, meron din tayong Desktop Pro Advisor. So, I think that's all. And thank you very much. I hope na meron kayong natutunan sa akin kahit paano. And kung meron kayong question about QuickBooks, pwede nyo naman din akong i-ano, i-message or you can ask na lang after ng you can ask during breakout room, pwede nating i-discuss yan. You can ask yung mga ka-roommates ninyo. Okay, so mag-breakout room tayo after this. Diretso na ba tayo breakout room?
Yes po, TL, 15 minutes lang, TL. Pinawasa ko
Okay.
yung oras.
So, okay, sorry napahaba.
Okay lang po, okay lang po. Sige po, sige po. Okay po, pasok na po tayo. Sign. Ayun. Ay, nandito pala ako sa ano. Saan ba ako? TL, di ka na niyan ka ba? Ayun, diba? Naligaw. So, ayan. Nasaan ako? Not-join. Oh, not-join. Si TLG, hindi ka nag-ayo. Then,
In room.
Ayan. Nasaan na kaya sila? Jacil, how are ya?
Hello! Yes, nandito na ba lahat? Okay, I think nandito na ang lahat. So, kamusta po kayo sa inyong breakout room sa mga ka-BOR nyo? So, ngayon, meron ba tayong announcement?
Mag-ano na po tayo, mag-grouping sa po tayo. TL Jeff, ready po pa-share po nung ruleta natin.
May nag-out na isa.
So 18
Sino
lang,
yun?
18 lang yung, 13 lang sila lahat.
13 na lang, kasi 18 kanina, nabawasan. Sige.
Check ko lang po.
So ngayon, dahil 13 kayo, 13 lang kayong i-group
sige,
natin ng
sige.
body ninyo. So,
Mm.
yung iba, kung iba na wala dito, ah, siguro
Sorry.
dapat present sila. Sorry na lang, di ba? Hanap sila ng kabady nila. Kasi mahirap kasi mag-set ng body nang wala dito. Ang importante kasi pag body system, kailangan natin yung accountability. Accountability
Mm-mm.
ninyo sa inyong kabady na ipupush niyo sila na succeed. Ipupush niyo
Wait,
sila.
TL Jeff. Excuse
Hindi,
TL Lori.
sige,
TL
go.
Jeff, i-ask mo natin si Miss Corazon. Kasi ito si Miss Corazon ay batch 14 to eh. Ay, batch 15 ito eh. Hindi ko alam kung gusto niya pa rin na may kabady. Miss Cora, gusto mo pa ng kabady?
Yes po, kailangan ko po.
Okay,
Okay.
sige. Join natin si Miss Cora.
Ang body
Sige po,
ba,
go. Yan.
dalawa lang? Or
Dala-dalawa po ba? Or
13 sila. Kaya Jeff,
Much
ibaba
better.
mo na.
Much better po na 12. Tayo natagdag 2.
2. Tas yung isa, 3 po.
Apo.
Okay. So, let's set a rule ha. For body system, each one has an accountability to your body. So, kung meron kayong yung body ninyo, may question, at kaya nyo naman sagutin, huwag ninyong isinsone yung kabady ninyo ha. Mag-set kayo, mag-create kayo tawag doon, kung saan kayo mag-uusap. Make sure na lagi kayong in touch para yung feeling, yung body system kasi is para ma-feel natin na hindi tayo nag-iisa, na meron tayong kasama. Okay? So, kaya ang sasabi ko yung accountability kasi baka mamaya dito kayo, sige, nakibody kayo, tapos iwanan nyo naman sa area yung kabady ninyo. Diba? Para sabay-sabay kayo, sabay-sabay tayo na umangat, matutulungan tayo. Ngayon kung yung bawa, kayong dalawa kayo magkabady, hindi rin ninyo alam kung anong gagawin, you can reach out din doon sa ibang team o ibang member natin. Or you can reach out to TLs para mag-guide din kayo.
Wait.
Okay? So,
Pwede din
yan
pong i-post ninyo sa Discord po yung mga tanong po ninyo para mas madaming nakakasagot or nakakakita po.
Yes, nakakakita ng, baka kasi yung tanong ninyo, tanong din ng iba.
So, may question ako, TL Lori.
Sige po.
Pero sa group, pwede naman sila mag-invite ng TL in case na gusto nilang magpatulong.
Mm-mm.
Okay, thanks.
Eto na po.
Ayun po.
Bale, yung first 2, sila yung magka-body po. Tas the rest, ganun po yung gagawin po natin. Ready na po tayo. Unang bunot.
Para fair.
Si Miss Karen. Karen
Miss
G.
Karen,
Nandito
sino
po ba
partner
siya?
ni Miss Karen? Miss
Type 1
Karen,
po kung andito ka po.
Ay, si Karen, dito. Karen
andito
Geronimo?
siya.
Oo, dito.
Hindi lang siya naka-on cam.
Oo.
Ito yung partner niya po.
Sino
Ayun.
ka pa? I-post na lang natin sa Discord yung mga names nila ng magkakabady.
Maily. Sige po. Tas group 2, Elora. Andito naman po lahat, no? Ang partner niya ay si
Miss Nancy.
Estrella, ay Nancy.
Nancy. Taon na lang po ng cam para makita
Group
niyo po
3
yung
po.
ka-group ninyo. Miss Karen, Miss Irene, and Miss Cora. Para po makilala
Miss
po kayo nila.
Elena, Carla C. Group 4, Estrella. Tas yung kagrupo niya, Miss Irene. Group 5, Marge. Miss Marge at si... Tas yung huling tatlo, sila na po yung magkakagrupo. Josephine.
Josephine.
Tapos si Miss Syra, Miss Corazon at si Miss Aisa, sila po yung magkakagrupo ng group 6.
Zaira.
So we have 6 group.
Opo, 6 group posts.
Okay.
Ipo-post ko din po to sa Discord para ano po. Pwede niyong gamitin yung messenger ninyo or sa Discord kayo mag-ano po. Tapos pag may mga tanong, inulit ko po, magtanong lang po kayo sa mga TL po or sa inyo sa Discord para masagot po yung mga tanong ninyo. Kasi pag
Pwede rin po, kasi. Pwede rin po kayo gumawa ng ng AC sa Discord. Meron din po doon.
tas pwede kayong magtanong sa mga TLs po. Yun po.
Ayun
Any
po.
Work together, o pwede kayo mag-work together ng QuickBooks or Xero or gawa ng portfolio ninyo sabay para kopyahan kayo, ganun.
Ayun. Pwede din po.
Yun, opo.
Question
Ganon
po.
din.
May question po ba sa inyo? Meron po ba kayong tanong? Baka po meron pong tanong sa isipan ninyo. Pwede din po.
Stop share na TL, Jeff.
Ayun po. So,
Hmm.
okay